All right, y'all ready? All right, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. Doing a little Q&A for Week 13, start sits. Gonna preview some games. Gonna go over some people's questions, trade questions, start sit questions. We're gonna really get into this week, boys. It's make or break. Week 13. We gotta win these. We gotta win these games. I need everybody who tunes into this channel. We all gotta make the playoffs. It's ring season. All right, now I can really get down to business here. Let me pull up the chat on my phone real quick. That's my bad for all that fucking extracurricular, boys. All right, Murray is my QB. Need to play 2 of 3 between Kirk, Crowder, and Booker. I'm thinking definitely Booker. Man. All right, so definitely Booker. Then it comes down between Crowder and Kirk. Is it full PPR, Jonathan Kohler? I hope you're still in here. You asked a little bit ago. Gassing the top right, I'm with it. With 2 between Kirk, Crowder. Who are they playing? So Jets are playing. I should know as a Jets fan, but they're playing Raiders. I'm thinking. I mean, Crowder against Raiders, or we got Kirk against Rams. I'm gonna say I'd go Crowder and Booker there, man. Gassing top right. I just traded Julio Jones for Chris Godwin and Cooper Kupp. Thoughts? Yeah, I don't mind it, man. I wonder, is Julio even playing this week? That's the question. I gotta see if am I fully in the top right currently? Not what I meant to do. Am I fully? Yeah, I'm fully in the top right. All right, bet. Roto World. I'm pretty sure he didn't practice yesterday. Like, honestly, it's really not even though I just traded for him in Dynasty, it's not a bad move to get rid of Julio, especially in a seasonal league. He feels pretty, okay, Friday feels pretty good after running pass routes. He should be back in fantasy lineups. Hey! But, I mean, I really don't mind, I really don't hate the Chris Godwin. So what was it again? Chris Godwin and Cooper Kupp? Yeah, I'm gassing that, bro. Cooper Kupp's a stud. Who knows? Is Godwin playing this week? I feel like Godwin's like, I feel like his injury shit has been up in the air all season. Honestly, like I honestly couldn't even tell you in any given week if he's playing. Doesn't necessarily make him a bad wide receiver though. Yeah, I'd say he'll probably fucking play. Full PPR need to win Gaskin or Drake. Damn, boy. They're on a bye. Oh, God. Yeah, of course. Yeah, facts. I was trying to figure out, like, how come it wasn't clicking, like, what's he's doing this week. That's like, I mean, if you're in a spot, who is that? Okay, so Milo made the trade. If you're in a spot where you're good for playoffs, I actually like that move a lot. Get Godwin for a little discount on buy. Is this Moncrief? Jeez. All right, let me just. Hope you need to win Gaskin or Drake. All right, Gaskin's playing the Bengals. So what are we looking at? Gaskin's playing the Bengals. Is Gaskin back? Like, is he all the way back? Because if it would have had like Salvin Ahmed. I want to say Jordan Howard's now getting like activated from the practice squad on the Eagles or something like that. Myles Gaskin. I feel like at this point Myles Gaskin's got to be probably playing. Trending toward playing in Week 13. I can't say I'd love it. I can't say I'd love playing Gaskin. Who's the other option? Gaskin or Drake? I'm going to go. Who's Drake playing? All right, so where do the Bengals rank on? This is, I think most of you guys probably know what this is, but this is just like the points allowed, how many points per game each team gives up. I think the Bengals are probably going to be towards the lower end on this. Actually, no, they're in the bottom 10, so they're actually giving up a lot. What about who's Drake playing? The Cardinals. Oof, the Rams are going to be a really tough. I think if Gaskin's fully healthy, in a full PPR. Full PPR, I think I do lean Drake, but I'm not sure. I have to hold on. I have to see what's good with Jordan Howard. I don't think he's on the team anymore. Yeah, he's on the Eagles. Jeez, man. He was on a practice squad for the Eagles. Good Lord, how the mighty have fallen, boys. Yeah, I'm saying if Gaskin's healthy, you go Gaskin. If he's not healthy, you go Drake. That's honestly the best advice I could give you. Could slide right into 20+ touches is what RotoWorld is saying. 100%. I could see it too. Yeah, he'd be a high end RB2. I like him as like a top 15 type guy. Now I'm trying. I had to while it's kind of slow in here. I have somebody that I need to answer a trade question on one of these videos. That's what I'll do. Then we don't have any questions at that point. Then I might start previewing the games a little bit. Start getting into my ESPN bag real quick. I want to say it's this one. I feel it's kind of whack showing you guys the back end of the YouTube channel like this, dude. But y'all are the boys. I don't give a shit. Need a win in this week. Clinch first. Start 2 of Gibson, Miles Sanders, Hunt, or Robert Woods. Oof. Gibson, Hunt, or Bobby Trees. And then Sanders is in there too. I think I go the running backs, man. Yeah, full transparency. That's what I'm saying, bro. My channel is y'all's channel, bro. Like y'all want to see the fucking analytics and shit. Like I'm not now, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Like my channel, our channel. It's an open book, man. I literally don't care. All right, so I'm gonna tell this guy. Everyone, man, I know Robert Woods has a juicy fucking matchup though, man. How are the Cardinals against wide receivers? They're like middle of the road. What about the three? Dude, the 3 running backs that he listed are studs though, man. Gibson, Miles Sanders, Hunt, or Robert Woods. Man, I think I lean. Who are the Browns playing? Titans. Don't really love that matchup. Titans. Maybe the Titans are better are better for the run than I thought, but I don't think so. Okay, so they're giving up the 7th most. Like I said, boys, y'all got trade questions. Y'all got any questions for me? Let me know. Start sit questions. Big week. If you want to see my team, let me know. But tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, I think I'm gonna live stream for like an hour from like 12 to 1. I'm gonna set my lineups with you guys on stream, and then I'll probably answer some more start sits. Anybody has any start sit questions? Let me think for a second though. This is everyone. I would say everyone but Woods is in a juicy matchup. Gibbs, Miles Sanders. I'm going to say everyone but Kareem Hunt. All right, let me know. Also, I'm very curious. I know that we're doing case football. I'm trying to see Baylor versus Gonzaga. What the score was. Oh, Tough, tough, tough. All right, let me think now. Should I just start previewing games, or what's up, boys? What's up? What should I be doing? I honestly probably should have came a little bit more prepared, a little bit more notes, but I could talk about whatever. I always do fuck with. Let's peep a little Roto World. Let's see. Yeah, you worried about Swift for weeks 14 to 16? You think it'd be good? Yo, is that the real Bobby Shmurda? Is this the Bobby Shmurda behind bars? If this is the Bobby Shmurda behind bars asking me questions about fantasy football, dude, I'll die happy tomorrow. But you're asking about Swift, dude. They were saying something about Swift, like, I think AP was like, oh, Swift like isn't the same dude since that concussion. Now he has an illness. Swift isn't going to play, missing his third straight game. In his absence, look for Adrian Peterson. Well, I meant to grab Adrian Peterson in this league real quick. But am I worried? Swift's role will likely be limited. I mean, if it's an illness that's not named COVID-19, dude, he was looking so good. He was looking so good before he got hurt, man. Swift was one of my guys before the season. To be honest with you, I'm slightly worried. I think that's never a good thing for a guy to be missing time like that. But like at the same time, like what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like you can't trade him away at this point. You just got to kind of wait it out. I think that he will be fine though. All right, this is me being a scum. If Adrian Peterson is available, oh, I already have him on the team. Let's fucking go, boys. Also, while we're on the sleeper, boys, peep the trade I made yesterday. Little Julio Jones, Aaron Rodgers for Big Ben, Will Fuller in a third. I'm selling my fucking soul on this team. I'm selling my soul. Aaron Rodgers, Derrick Henry, Sanders, Julio Jones, Allen Robinson, Evan Ingram, Zeke, Amari Cooper, Wayne Gallman. I got Duke Johnson. I can put in that third flex spot. Jacoby, Kenny Golladay. Once he fucking gets healthy. Once he gets healthy, man, this team is done. Like it's over with. And then I also got like this team is insane. But oof, peep the draft picks, fellas. Peep the draft picks. Kind of selling my soul, guys. Kind of selling my soul. And I'm literally like not even like I'm 7-5. Are you worried? Yeah. Not. But like I said before, I wouldn't say like I'm insanely worried about Swift, like mono. Dude, that's actually a really good call, man. It's actually a really good call. I doubt it. I feel like if it was mono, they do so many tests for COVID and shit. Like, I feel like he probably would have tested for mono. Like, it probably would have came out that he had mono, but I could see it. Like, I'm not ruling that out. I could see a world where it's mono, or like, I don't know, dude. The same, and Adrian Peterson said DeAndre Swift hasn't had the same energy level since suffering concussions. Swift struggled with the effects of his brain injury, which he suffered. Oh. Yeah, I wish that they would kind of shut it just... I mean, they are shutting him down. He hasn't played in 3 weeks. I hope he just hasn't been practicing either. Like, that's kind of sad to hear about, man. I think he should be good, though. In the long term. You know what I mean? In a couple weeks, he should be all right. As I said, fellas, I'm seeing more people come in. If you got any start-sit questions, anything like that, let me know. But for right now, I'm probably just going to be looking at... Let's look at some Roto World... Not the early onset CTE, bro. That... It's a possibility, man. It's really a possibility. No. Let's gloss over that. It's not. It can't be. It's not gonna be CTE. It's not CTE. He's too young in his career. I don't know. Maybe maybe it is, but now you're putting me in my bag. Eagles promoted running back practice squad. David Johnson's playing. Johnson's an RB3. Yeah, that sucks if you have Duke Johnson. It's really whatever though. Vontae's perfect. Arrested for battery on Saturday. Misdemeanor charge for perfect. Has a hearing set for next week. Rashad Penny. Wow, he's going to return to practice? That's big. That's big. Hmm. Should I preview a little games here? What's up? What's up? Saints got Janoris Jenkins out. Janoris Jenkins being out's kind of big for the Falcons wide receivers. No lie. Little preview ski? Oh, not a preview ski like that. Literally would just like to see the like the roster. Can I just get like a roster look? Fantasy points allowed. What should I look at? Who's hella questionable this week? I mean, let me see. Let me just get like a Fantasy Pros consensus rankings. Let me challenge these guys a little bit. See if I disagree anywhere. Rankings, as per consensus rankings. Do a little half PPR. Oh damn! I got this like locked into my fucking team. Nick Chubb at RB3. And they are playing. I guess Tennessee. They're nice. Eckler, dude. If you have Eckler, man. If you either had him for long enough, or you just have Eckler, like, or you traded for him, or you picked him up off waivers. This guy really might win fantasy leagues. I'm telling you guys, he really might win fantasy leagues for you guys. I have him in one league. Chris Carson, Miles Sanders, David Montgomery. I would do a little breakdown of the game, like, but there wasn't. I wish that there was a Thursday game, man. What's even the schedule for this week? What do we got? We got a bunch of 1 o'clock games. Can I get the full scoreboard? There we go. All right, so we got Sunday night game. We got, dude, what is a Monday night game at 5 p.m.? Oh, and I mean, are you guys excited for Bills Niners? I guess I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like I could kind of see it. Got Washington versus Pittsburgh. Not exciting. There's two games. There's a doubleheader on Monday night. 5 p.m., 8:15 p.m. Like, I just can't stand when the primetime games are ass. Like Dallas versus Baltimore on Tuesday night. I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know if I'm even gonna watch that game. Like that. Oh my god, I'm not sure I can even be asked. Anthony Brown. It's crazy that the Ravens are all the way down to 6-5 though. They're kind of. What's the NFL playoff picture looking like? I know it's supposed to be fantasy football, but like I could start breaking things down if you guys want me to look into some streamers, like quarterback and defense streamers. A little living the stream segment. 2020 playoff picture. What? There's like 7 playoff teams going on now. What do you do? My little brother rushed into my room last night literally to tell me how overrated the Steelers were. I was literally just playing Xbox, like with the boys, running some Cold War. And he just pulls up on me. He's like, "Bro, like the Steelers are ass. Like they're 11-0 and they're ass." I don't know. He's like a freshman in high school. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm like, they're not a crazy 11-0 team. Like, don't get me wrong. They're not the. I don't know. I'd say. I don't know. What do you guys? I'd say between the Steelers and Chiefs, I'd say Chiefs are 1A, Steelers are 1B. I think that's my take on it. And then I think after that, you could probably look at the Saints, Packers, and that range. And then after that, you got the Seahawks, Titans, that kind of thing going on. I don't know. I feel like it's like a trend to really gas down the Steelers right now. On the bubble. You're saying he's spitting facts? All right, let me see how. Like I know the schedule is bad, but you got to remember they beat 11 straight NFL football teams. Like that's that. At the end of the day, they beat 11 football teams that are in the NFL. Man, do any of them have a winning record though? The Titans, dude, come on. The Titans and the Ravens wins. The Browns win. Come on, 38-7. The Browns are like what 7-3 or like something like that, 8-3. Chiefs demolish Steelers. Even Seattle gives the Steelers a run for their money, especially because the Steelers. I think you're possibly right. I'm about to put y'all on for a second. When I'm betting sports shit, when I'm betting on football, I love to go to the Sagarin NFL page. It's like a heavy analytics page, and it really breaks down how good the teams are. So I mean, he has Steelers at number 3. I think you're right though. I think you're right that these are on a neutral. These are on like a neutral field. I think you're right that the Steelers probably have problems against the Chiefs. I think they also have problems against the Saints, but I think that they play either of those guys at home. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think that we're just really putting some disrespect on those boys. Like, what about offensive DVOA and shit like that? Are they really like at the end of the day, they do got some dogs on that team. Dude, the Bud, yeah. If you're talking about the linebacker Bud Dupree, now that you say that, oh my, they're putting this shit behind the paywall. Okay. Psych. Forget I even said anything about Football Outsiders and DVOA. I don't know. Do they have any challenges the rest of the season? I mean, dude, this Bills game in Buffalo, that's a good fucking game, and that's prime time. Let's fucking go, boys. Prime time Steelers versus Bills game. I'm gassing. What else we got? That's pretty much it for the Steelers, though. David Montgomery is RB9. Are we ready to say that Montgomery is like a top 12 option? Like I know he's playing against a shitty running back or run defense, but like, are we really ready to say that he is the boy to this point? Like. Actually, I'd rather go player profiler route. Maybe we'll do a little. Maybe we'll do a little bit of. We'll look at some cornerback matchups possibly. I mean, it's not like I know he's getting a lot of weighted opportunities. I mean, number 6 in targets. That's actually huge. I didn't know he was getting targets like that. RB6, 21, 21, 14, 13. Who was the 14 and 13 against? Tampa Bay and Carolina. Getting a lot of volume since that Tariq Cohen injury, I'll be honest. I mean, 10, 19, 14, 21. Here's the thing. Are they... call me whatever you like for using my bookie. But, for certain reasons, I have to use my bookie. No... So Bears -3. I don't know. I think that I still have Montgomery behind Gibson. Pitt's a tough matchup though. Probably have him behind Gibson. And probably behind. I think, to be honest with you. No. I've decided. Detroit's a shitty run defense. Fine. He's a top 10 running back this week. I'm not even going to mess around with that. It's just not my place. I personally won't be starting Montgomery because I don't have him on a single fucking football team. He was on my fade list. How is he shaping up at this point? The fantasy points scored. In terms of half PPR, where does he rank? I mean, he's RB16, dude. But when you look at it, you got to look at it from the most accurate way to look at it is from points per game. So we got McCaffrey. Honestly, I'm looking at anybody who has over like 7 games played. We'll say. So that's what, because it's 12 weeks played now. 7 is more than half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, RB 19. I don't know. If you guys have David Montgomery on any of your teams, you guys happy with it? I just you'll never catch me gassing up David Montgomery. Like, I'll never have him on a team. I'll never trade for him. One of my biggest mistakes was drafting him, and it was my first dynasty league. I drafted my first dynasty league. He was coming out of college, wanted a young running back. Thought he'd get opportunity in the third round. It really comes down to in dynasty, man. It's pure. I was talking to one of my boys the other day. It's honestly, when you look at these evaluations, it should really just be pure skill. It shouldn't even really matter about their situation that they drop into. That's how you slip up on a guy. Because I was off Antonio Gibson until Darius Geis got in trouble. But before Darius Geis got in trouble, I was completely like, Gibson's not going to get any time. I don't think he's going to play full-time at receiver. I think that job is Geis's. So I'm not really with Antonio Gibson. But as soon as Geis left, I was super high on him in seasonal. You talking about David Montgomery getting old? 23 and a half. I'd say he's young. He's young, but I just hate him as a running back, man. Like, I just think, you just look at, like, he's just objectively not good. Comparable to Carlos Hyde, he's objectively not good, and I don't think that he'll ever be a Josh Jacobs type guy. I don't think that's in his range of outcomes. Like, Josh Jacobs is his ceiling. Like, a guy who runs a 4.6, like Josh Jacobs, Arian Foster, runs a 4.6, not athletic at all, no bursts. Like, his longest run on the season was the one against the Packers last week. Like, he might never break one for more than 35 again, to be honest. I literally wouldn't be shocked. What's a good website for me to kind of break down the games a little bit is the question that I'm looking for. Little preview. Who's playing? What matchups do we really got going on here? What matchups are interesting to me? It's really the question of the day. Unless you guys got any more start-sit questions, any more trade questions, I guess start doing a little deep dive, put the floaties on, do a little deep dive on these games a little bit. We'll see what's popping. Saints, Falcons. That interesting? No. What's under 53? Dude, what kind of tear has Derrick Henry been? I am such a fan of post-Thanksgiving Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry stats. Also, don't flame me for having a million tabs open, fellas. None of us are perfect. None of us. SMU shock state and whatever. I'm not going to. Should I peep up what Adam Schefter's been on about? I feel like there hasn't been any big news, though. Dolphins activated. Oh, okay. Activated him off. All right. I can't remember who asked about Myles Gaskin, but maybe he will play. Jordan Madison downgraded to out due to an illness. Didn't take a practice rep all week. The Raiders are hopefully can return for next week's home game. Dude, I really like Devontae Booker this week, man. I feel like as a prospect, I kind of like Devontae Booker on the Broncos, man. I talked about him on the. We're gonna compare him to LaShawn McCoy, like an old LaShawn McCoy. 91st in terms of college target share. Wow, he can really. Where did he play at? Utah. I don't know. I'm really fucking with Devontae Booker. Especially this week. Who's he playing against? Oh yeah, the Jets. The problem is I'm a Jets fan, and not to be a homer. I feel like if the Jets can do anything, it's literally run stop. That's literally all we do. Oh, psych. Like middle of the road. I think he'll be all right. He'll catch passes, whatever. The problem is they probably don't have anybody else to look to though. Because I was gonna say the Jets get up to an early lead. Then at that point, Jets get up to an early lead. Or no, not the Jets get up to an early lead. The Raiders are probably going to kick the shit out of the Jets. And then the problem is that Devontae Booker, his value is going to be in the receiving game, but they're probably just going to stuff it in his stomach up the middle. I'm not sure. I don't know why I clicked on the Jets. That's my bad. Let me go Las Vegas Raiders. So, I mean, I'm not sure why they have Jalen Richard ahead of Devontae Booker. So, I mean, yeah, they just have two. Like, if anybody is going to be doing the between the tackles work, it's going to be Devontae Booker. That's the thing. If anybody's going between the tackles, Devontae Booker, and in this Jets game, they're going to be up by a lot. So, Devontae Booker really don't. How low are they? I mean, for me, Devontae Booker, I would say he's like a top, like borderline top 10 guy this week. Borderline top 10, top 12. I think that. What is it? 17 is a little bit too low. Let me think for a second. I mean, are there any interesting games in these 1 o'clock windows? Saints, Lions, Bears. That's like Lions, Bears. It can't be asked. It can't be asked. 4-7, 5-6. I mean, the Saints only being -3, but they're in an away spot. What's the word on the Falcons running backs? That's really the question. So who are they? Oof. So Gurley RB42, yeah. So if you have a Falcons running back, you're just not starting one. I can't argue. If they're all going to be active, I really can't argue. Trey S, bro. Good afternoon, brother. Must win to make the playoffs. Full PPR bench one. Dude, must win to make the playoffs. Dude, a lot of people on that must win to make the playoffs vibes, man. I'm also in that same exact boat, man. So you said full PPR, Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, or Robert Woods. Let's take a little look. At least with the first one, Deontay Johnson. Who are they playing? The Steelers. The Steelers are playing. Is it Washington at 5? Is that? Oh God, man. I feel like that's a tough matchup, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's a tough matchup for Deontay Johnson. Then you got Brandon Cooks or Robert Woods. I think Robert Woods got a decent matchup. Against the Cardinals? In the Cardinals, I mean, Adrian Peterson's nice. Who is this? Brandon Cooks? Or no, Robert Woods is Robert Woods isn't lining up in the slot, so he doesn't have to be scared of Byron Murphy, who's honestly the only good corner on that team. I'm not sure Patrick Peterson's still the same guy that he was. And it's going to be really interesting to see what Brandon Cooks does this week. Who is Houston even playing? The Colts. Man, if he gets shadowed by Xavier Rhodes, man, that's really tough. I still wouldn't like really shy away from it super hard. You know what I mean? I probably would say, Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, or Robert Woods. I'm gonna say if you have to bench one. I'm gonna say I bench Deontay Johnson. I love Deontay Johnson, but dude, the Washington football team has some dogs at corner. I'm not even gonna front. They got some dogs at corner. I'd look up their cornerback rankings. Hey, Mike Oxlong, what's good? G, what's good? Pick one RB and one flex. I've seen people are really high on Nick Chubb this week. What was I about to look at? I feel like Kyle Fuller and Ronald Darby have been sick this year. Does it have their rankings on here? No, I'm not. I have the player profile rankings because I've written for them, I've worked for them or whatever, and I could show you guys the. I wonder if they're ranking Marvin Jones. Hold on. If I go to Marvin Jones. Wait, I meant Kendall Fuller. That's my bad, fellas. I meant Kendall Fuller, but I'm just gonna scrap that. I gotta get to Mike Oxlong. I'm gonna revisit that in a second, though. Mike Oxlong, you said pick one running back, one flex. We got Chubb, Montgomery, Sanders. Who's Chubb? Chubb's playing the Titans. I think the Titans, if you ask me point blank, I appreciate my man was leaning on benching Cook, scared of his potential if they respect him as a wide receiver one. Yeah, I would just say, dude, that Washington, I don't know, man. I think Washington's going to give the Steelers offense some problems. I don't think it's going to be a low scoring game. You know what I mean? I think it seems like Deshaun Watson's just putting the team on his fucking back these past couple of weeks, and the target's got to go somewhere. I think also would be super interesting. I think the Texans tight ends are super interesting, and also Kiki Kuti is super interesting in that matchup because I think in a world where Xavier Rhodes does give Brandon Cooks some problems as the wide receiver one, I think that you could look to a slot wide receiver. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure. We got to see it, man. In a must-win matchup too. I'm still gonna side with Brandon Cooks, man. I'm fairly high on Brandon Cooks this week. I honestly think deep threat Deshaun Watson's only number one wide receiver. I think he's gonna slide right into that Will Fuller role. I think he's like a top 12 option this week. I really don't mind it. I wouldn't be too scared, man. What are we saying? Pick one. Chubb, Montgomery, Sanders. So Chubb is playing the tight ends who give up a lot of points. So I'm gonna say definitely. I mean, who's Montgomery? No, Montgomery. I know he's playing the Lions, but I think definitely Chubb over Montgomery. And then Sanders is playing. Like, I'm not sure there's any matchup. It'd have to be the absolute extremes for me to say that you should start Montgomery over Chubb. Eagles are playing. Ooh, the Packers I feel like are juicy, man. The Packers are juicy, but the Eagles are a shit show, man. I cannot stand the Carson Wentz show. I cannot stand watching the Carson Wentz show. The team is atrocious. I think the play calling has been a little bit suspect from Doug Peterson. It's a mess in Philadelphia. And the problem is that we know, me and you, Mike Oxlong, everybody in the chat, we know how much of a stud Miles Sanders is. Miles Sanders is a borderline top 12 running back in the league, just from a pure talent standpoint. And the Eagles refuse to rely on him. I think that they're like top 5 in yards per carry and bottom 5 in yards per pass. And they just refuse to just feed Miles Sanders. I can't stand it. Yeah, Mike Ox, I'm with you. Well, how many targets did he get last week? All right, hold on. So I'm gonna go Chubb, Trey. Or wait, not Trey. Mike Oxon. I'm gonna go Trey. Or my bad. I'm gonna go Chubb. Damn, and then this flex is gonna be rough. That's a lot, dude. Your team is stacked, man. Are you in a must-win spot here? Because if you're picking between that and your flex, bro. Sanders, Jefferson, Kupp. Sanders, Jefferson, Kupp, and Montgomery. Man. Jefferson, Kupp. I mean, dude, to be honest, I'd probably go. Like, I hate to say it, but I think I would go in that position. All those wide receivers. Is it full PPR, Mike Oxlong? Yo, JP, what's good, G? I'm gonna get to your question in a second. I just gotta get some shit straightened out with Mike Oxlong real quick. Or I'm just gonna call you. Yeah, I'll just call you Mike, bro. I'm not. I hate that. I just a must-win spot for 1 seed. Okay, that's an important game still, man. If you do a bye, dude, I really don't trust David Montgomery. I really don't trust him. Who's Justin Jefferson playing against? That's the real question. The Vikings playing the Jags. How have the Jags been against opposing wide receivers? Here's the thing: is Thielen playing? That's probably the biggest thing for me. Is Thielen playing? Which I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd probably lean that he will play. I'm probably gonna lean that Thielen plays, which bumps Jefferson down a lot. Or I'd say a lot is a bit harsh. We'll push Johns. What are we saying about Jefferson? I think, honestly, it's full PPR, so I think it's definitely catching me leaning with Justin Jefferson. I really... Man. Justin Jefferson's so exciting. Yo, he's so exciting. Jefferson's so exciting. He could have a boom game, but I think I'm gonna go with David Montgomery there. If I'm you, I go David Montgomery and Chubb. And if Jefferson burns you, he burns you. It's just like I could see if I'm sitting here completely take my heart out of it, just completely my brain. I'm going David Montgomery, Nick Chubb, But I could completely see a world where David Montgomery lays an egg on you and Jefferson goes crazy on your bench. But I don't mean to tell you that to give you more more conflict of what you should do. I'm gonna say Montgomery and Chubb final answer. All right, then we got JP. What's good, JP? Eduardo Garcia, bro. My day's going great. I got what time is it? 4:30. I got 5 to 10 more minutes, and I got to leave for work. You know, pizza delivery guy. Duty calls. But I'm sitting on here answer some question for you boys. What we got? JP. How's your day in Eduardo Garcia? JP said, good day, bro. Need 3 out of the 4 RBs. Dobbins, Gibson, Taylor, Montgomery. You said and at the end. But that's 4 running backs. So I'm gonna assume that everything's all good. Let me know if you left somebody out on accident with the and at the end. Need 3 out of 4 running backs. Dobbins, Gibson. Man, that's a stacked 4, man. Holy shit. That is a stacked running backs stable, if you will, of just complete thoroughbred stallions on your team, bro. Jesus. Jeez, man, that is crazy. I really fuck with that squad, bro. I'm gonna say, right, just off the gut feeling, I'd say probably, man. Jonathan Taylor's the one that's really iffy for me, man. But man, he's playing against the Texans. The Texans are so juicy, bro. Number 2 in the league. Just those 4. Man, that's tough. It is. If Hines and Wilkins are healthy, that's tough for me because am I an idiot or did Jonathan Taylor sit out with like COVID or something last week, or maybe it was like contact tracing? You know what I mean? I could just be an idiot. Dude. And this year with all the COVID shit. All right, everybody just gloss over the fact that I just put in Taylor. What's going on? Am I like just butchering his name? Also, if anybody in the comments works for Roto World, bro, this banner that they have going on here needs to go. Like, I don't understand why I have to scroll for players through a banner. Miss 12. Okay, so high risk. Houston's bottom 2 run defense, favorable matchup. It's a favorable matchup, dude, but because they just leaned on Hines and Wilkins, that's scary to me, boys. That's really scary. And then you said Dobbins. I think what Mark Ingram. I hope that when I search in Dobbins, it's simply they just let me know about Ingram. Mark Ingram, Meadwell stayed on the team's COVID list for one more night. Most recently outsnapped Gus Edwards the last time all 3 were healthy together. Wow, all 3 were healthy together and he really went crazy? Oof. I want to say like just recently they said that Mark Ingram got activated though. That's what scares me a little bit too there. Activated, just 6 snaps in week 11 before missing. He's behind. Ingram can't be counted on for fantasy points. I'd say it's a slight downtick for Dobbins if Ingram is healthy. Who are they playing? The Ravens. Cowboys. Is that even juicy for running backs? Yeah. Oh my dude. Like it's almost like every single one of those fucking running backs have a juicy matchup. Okay, then Gibson. Gibson's playing the Steelers. Oof. Then you're just really relying on Gibson just to be a stud there. And then we've gone over David Montgomery. So I think, man, I think I sit Jonathan Taylor. I think that's the side that I lean. I don't want to trust him in his first week back. I know the Houston's really juicy, but I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap. I know that he's healthy. I know he didn't even have COVID, but like a week away from the team, Hines and Wilkins did okay last week. You know what I mean? Also, I mean, does anybody know? I don't know who they even fucking played last week. Can I just get a box score for what they did against the Titans? Oh my god! All right, in the box score. Who dominated the... So, I mean, Hines... 10 for 29, 6 for 22. So nobody ran the ball well against a team in the Titans that are pretty good at running. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a really tough one. That's a really tough one. That's a really tough one. But I lean. I'm gonna say bench Jonathan Taylor. That's my final answer. That's my final answer. And as always, for any of you guys that I'm answering, as we get more information, like tomorrow, some people might get healthy or something like that. Don't be afraid to comment on. I think I'm gonna upload this live stream as a video on YouTube. So don't be afraid to comment on it. Just to sort of ask me again. Just those four. I think he had it. Do you do team ratings, Eduardo Garcia? Team ratings, I don't do. I wish I was more into numbers like that to the point where I could, but I'm not. I'm not even like that. So I have Murray, Roethlisberger, and Tannehill. It's super flex. Which two would you start? Man, Ben Roethlisberger against Washington is scary, man. Ben Roethlisberger. I'm a huge Cowboys fan, but the Cowboys defense is juicy for literally any offensive player ever. Yeah, 100%, dude. Dobbins might really tear him up, bro. All right, so Murray, Roethlisberger, Tannehill, dude. Honestly, I think that Ben Roethlisberger, he was shitty last week. Who do we got? The Rams is a little bit tough for Murray, but he's a little bit more healthy. I don't know. I think it's gotten a little bit underreported, but he hasn't looked 100% recently. Titans versus Browns. I'm gonna say out of those guys, I'm gonna go Tannehill and Murray. Eduardo. Or no, that's not Eduardo. I got confused because the pictures are the same, but that's for Bluto too. Pick two, please. Kenyan Drake, Gibson, Gaskin, Gallman, Benny Snell. Humberto Chavez. Let me see. What am I looking for? Humberto Chavez. Pick two. Kenyan Drake, Gibson, Gaskin. Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one with Gaskin. It seems like Gaskin's going to play, though. And I think 23 is way... I know the... Like, I had this up just as, like, this is, like, the consensus, whatever, but... Like, fuck the Fantasy Pros consensus. Like, I'll never type in Fantasy Pros NFL rankings and, like, use that to do my start sits, you know what I mean? But I like seeing, like, what consensus is, what the market says, what the... You know what I mean? Just, like, what the average fantasy analyst is thinking out there. Kenyan Drake, we did a little bit of a preview for Kenyan Drake. So Gaskin over Drake. So I think, I'd say, I think pretty easily it's going to be Kenyan Drake or it's going to be Gibson and Gaskin. That's what I would say. I'd say Gibson and Gaskin. I mean, is Gallman... Who are the Giants playing? Like, Gallman's, like, kind of juicy. The Seahawks, it's kind of juicy. Man, that's actually decent. That's actually... Gaskin's playing the Bengals. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go Gaskin and Gibson. What time is it? All right, I gotta leave at 4:40, boys. So last 3 minutes, rapid fire. If you guys have any questions from me, any questions outside of fantasy football, any questions about literally anything, I'll be on here for a couple more minutes. So let me know what's good. Also, before you leave here, if you fucked with the live stream, if you fucked with the content, make sure you click the link that I pinned at the top of this thing. Should say join the Discord with a Discord link. No QB for the Giants. That's actually a really good point. That's a good point, but I think because of that, I mean, they're going to have Colt McCoy, but because of that, it's still pretty scary because they're going to like load the box and shit. But yeah, there's a little bit of a delay when I read the chat, boys, so like that's kind of why I don't know how to explain it, but you guys get what I'm saying. What do we get? I know there's 7 of you guys in here, so just I don't know. Let's see if I answered all of your start sit questions. Should I start Debo over Ayuk, CeeDee Lamb, and Jonathan Taylor? I should start Debo. Huh. Dude, that's actually a tough one, man. Man, I don't. Man. Eduardo, appreciate that. Appreciate you subbing and liking, man. That's huge, man. If you guys fucked with the stream, make sure you go down below, or the stream, not the stream. Make sure you go down below, subscribe, leave a like. I'm gonna be live streaming. I'm gonna be live streaming pretty much after the Sunday games, which is gonna be like Monday, Tuesday. That'll be like a recap, a waiver wire video. Then this video is supposed to be after the Thursday night game that I would do on Fridays, where I kind of go over the game that just happened, and then I go over some start-sit questions. But because we didn't have a Thursday game, this kind of got fucked up. In the beginning, it was a little bit dry, but you guys are starting coming with these questions. I wish that I could have. I wish that I could have. What am I trying to say? I wish that I could have gone on longer, because it seems like now that, like right now, when I have to actually leave, it seems like this is the most popping the fucking live stream has been this whole time. So it sucks, but next time I know to plan earlier. It seems like, especially right now where we're at with the YouTube channel being pretty small, the live stream doesn't pick up after like an hour in. So maybe next time I just gotta plan for like 2 hours. That's my bad, boys. I only planned for 1 hour. Yeah, yo, turn on the dude. I hate being that cringy YouTuber that's like, oh, turn on the bell, ring the bell. But dude, 100%, turn on the notifications so you get the live streams. Also join the Discord, because I'm always gonna drop the YouTube live stream link in the Discord so that you guys know first and foremost when I'm going live. But hold on, I gotta get to your fucking Debo question before I get out of here. Just start Debo over Ayuk, CeeDee Lamb, and Jonathan Taylor. Dude, to be honest with you. To be honest, man, who are the Niners playing? The Niners are playing. Oh, the Bills. Dude, if you seeing Tre'Davious White straight up, I mean, how are the Bills against opposing wide? Get this out of my face. Just get this out of here. I feel like the Bills are pretty good against opposing wide receivers. That's 21.7. To be honest with you, man. To be honest, I think I lean Jonathan Taylor there. I think I lean Jonathan Taylor, for sure. I know it's kind of whack. I know it's kind of whack because he is, like, I did kind of just shit on him, but I'm not super high on Deebo Samuel for this week. It might end up stinging me though. In a full PPR, it's really fucking close, man. Is Ayuk healthy? If Ayuk's healthy, then I'm going Jonathan Taylor. Oh, half PPR? In half PPR, then 100% I'm going Jonathan Taylor. If it was PPR, then it was super close. Half PPR, I go Jonathan Taylor. Who else asked me a question? Humberto, best fantasy RB this season? 100% Dalvin Cook, but I think that you could make the case for Christian McCaffrey once he gets healthy. And that was without Ayuk. Ayuk is healthy? If Ayuk is playing, then it's Jonathan Taylor for me. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor for me. Dude, you're going to have to clench your butt cheeks on that one. Jonathan Taylor is a bit hit or miss, but that's just the lane that I'm going with. Best running back this season, man. I'm going Christian McCaffrey. If you're talking about full season, then definitely Dalvin Cook. He's been going crazy. Dalvin Cook's making a case for like the number 1 running back in Dynasty. But all right, boys, this is me full screen. I got to get ready for work. Milo, I want to package James Conner and Tyler Boyd for a better running back. Who should you target? To be honest with you, man, somebody who's juicy right now. I'll give you one last trade target. I'll give you one last. Yeah, dude, Eduardo, you know what you're talking about, bro. I think Swift and Robinson are savvy moves there. I think also, I think Dobbins is kind of savvy there. I think Kamara. If you think that these last couple weeks have just been a fluke, I personally think that once Breeze comes back, he'll be fine. But if Breeze isn't back until week 15, then you're kind of screwed until then. You know what I mean? Damn. Now my mom's checking on me to see if I'm up because I have to go to work. All right, boys. It's been a fun live stream, man. Everybody who came out, fucking love you guys. As always, man. If you need to find me, I'm always on Twitter at @Ronster_. Make sure you go down below, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. This was a fun stream, man. I love you guys all. Make sure you turn the notifications on. Make sure you join the Discord. I'm gonna clip this and upload this as its own video.